So the second theme of the recapitulation, we always want to keep a nice supple wrist when the student is playing this, because they're playing on the third, fourth, and fifth fingers. We don't want them to get tight like this and have curly fifth fingers. And of course, pedaling is a whole other issue in Mozart. It all depends on what piano the student has. It depends on how big the room is, the acoustics of the room. So it's very difficult to say, oh, this is exactly how this piece should be pedaled, unless we really hear each student individually. So for this part, I'm adding just a little bit of a quarter of a pedal so that it makes the phrase sound even smoother. I'm going to do the same thing here with a little bit of quarter pedal. And again, we have this octave passage work, so we want to make sure that the student is really feeling the nuance of the phrase, so that they're feeling the high point of the phrase, or the phrase go da 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 da. And definitely add some pedal, especially if a student has smaller hands and can't do any kind of finger legato in all those octaves. Here we have a kickoff touch release at the ends of these little phrases. So you notice how sweet and short those kickoffs are. And again, the student can practice, play, prepare, practice strategy for this trill. Let's make that trill shorter. I think I should do a play, prepare, practice strategy there. So starting at measure 260. I have to think G major. Now I have to think C major. Do you know what I was thinking of before? Nothing. So we have to ask our students to think about what chord they're actually going to play so that they hear the right notes in their head before they play. So I'm going to play G major, I'm going to play C major, I'm going to play a G major arpeggio and a C major arpeggio, and then I'm going to play prepare a G major chord with a D in the bass. Now that is a big stretch for students who have small hands. A lot of good rotation. And if they can connect the 5 to the 4 at the end of that phrase, 267 to 268, that would be really good. So did you notice that I slowed down just a bit going into this chord? And for my practicing, I do that so that I know I'm going to be 100% sure of what I'm playing. And also to form a really good crescendo to the end of the phrase. Here's the Constanza, a little phrase passage work at the very end again. So there. So enjoy this wonderful sonata movement by Mozart, K283, Movement 3.